competition. A huge return tonight as Crowbar returns to Ring of Honor for the first time since 2020 to take on the Murder Hawk Monster, member of the Don Callis family, Lance Archer.
Speaking of returns, they're back. Last seen at final battle, the double bull rope match, the fingers snapping, unpredictable hypnotic trance of the righteous is here, and they're ready for action.
And that's not all. The Kingdom returns tonight in action as well.
And assist.
What?
I'll take it from here.
What? We ain't even finished.
Is it what?
Everybody knows.
Hey y'all, welcome back to WatchaMania. It's once again your ROH on HonorClub Watchalong in the live reactions for April 24th, 2025. Yes, Tech decided to shoot on me, so this is the problem we're
Sprung from this field for a very long
This is
time.
nice. I don't get this.
Especially these losers right here.
Who's he pointing at?
Are y'all having any buffering on your end? Please let me know if you are or are not, because yeah,
To be
having the struggles here.
winning team for once, unlike the Thunderbirds.
Way to butter 'em up.
So, when I say athletes,
Of course, y'all, please do drop a thumbs up, get active here in the chat, help us out. The stream's starting late. It's also the second stream we've done in like the last 10 minutes. Yes. I wish I knew why this needed to happen. Just for one reason or another, that specific stream was faulty. So, yes. Sorry to be distracted from the premier athletes in action who are going to be up against the Righteous. Oh, okay. I didn't know these two segments were going to come together in one.
combined weight of 520 pounds.
Oh, shit. Okay.
The Righteous.
One of the most enigmatic, unique teams we've
All right.
seen in Ring of Honor.
Yeah, poor Mark. Just right.
Vincent Lee
Like myself. Myself.
career and Caprice the history. Interesting to note. We're trying to get some
Alrighty.
information. The
Double
Righteous
check. Oh, yeah, that's right. Of course, I got to go throw this link around everywhere.
history between Vincent and the Kingdom, and even Dutch intertwines in this bout.
So much going on and so much happening so fast, and we're just getting started, Riccaboni.
I love that the Righteous are finally back, though.
As we go back to the voice of Ring of Honor, Bobby Cruz, to introduce their opponents.
Wait, what? I'm so lost.
Their opponents, first at a combined weight of 384 pounds.
Why are the premier athletes out here, then?
Mexico.
I mean, obviously, I'm
Mexico.
not paying the most attention.
Well, it was great to see Serpentico dive into the deep end in singles action. Look at that fan vibing. Kevin
Yeah, he
Knight,
tried,
Sidney
he
Akeem,
tried.
Lee Johnson, Blake Christian, some of his opponents reunited as a team. SAP, but we know this music, Caprice.
Absolutely.
Kingdom is back. 8-man tag?
Natural tag.
Yeah, is this? I guess this is all of a sudden an 8-man tag. I was not ready for this to be the case.
At a combined weight of 427 pounds. Mike Bennett. Matt Taven. The Kingdom.
Taven on the left, Bennett on the right. 3 combined reigns at 352 days total as Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champion.
Okay, so this is like a tag division featured
The Young Bucks and the King
tag. Yeah, this is like a tag division featured 8-man tag, which I could appreciate. The Righteous returning. We got the Kingdom back on ROH.
The Kingdom has definitely have the right name for them because they've done it all in Ring of Honor.
Certainly have. So glad to see the Kingdom back at ROH first time since Final Battle 0 Hour where they defeated the Infantry. And a bit of a long road for the Kingdom. They've been... Whoa! What's that?
I think they're giving
The
out
Yahweh
Quavo dance
style,
lessons.
Yeah, right? Man, in the Pittsburgh Pirates shirt. He was close. You're right. And getting some free advice, some free dance lessons from Angelico and
Are y'all experiencing any buffers still?
We haven't seen the Kingdom or the Righteous since Final Battle.
You know, that's a great point, Caprice. And Matt Taven and Vincent.
Hey there, Insta. Good evening. Welcome in. How goes it? I'm like, we need to get this done quick. Let all 3 segments together and give SAP some time. You're right. It really does feel like that, though.
That's how Dutch was introduced to the world, attacking Taven, sending him off the second floor of a church.
Tell you what, man, they were best friends, but even better
see if Davari stays with Nice in terms of tagging. Or will they tag in the Righteous? Almost like double or nothing. In fact, AEW Double or Nothing is coming away from Glendale, Arizona, the Desert Diamond Arena. Live Sunday, May 20th.
I mean, personally, I would like to see the Righteous return in a little bit more in their own environment. You know, a straight up tag match, but seeing them back at all is great.
Landing the wrong way. People don't realize how much these athletes go through. Just the little things in wrestling. That Serpentico goes up on top.
Down on the hand, the wrist. Great teamwork here from the SAP. Nice drop down, double drop down, making Nice jump twice.
Yeah, that jump knocks your balance off.
It's a great call. Caprice says Serpentico diving down. 2.
Trying to avoid that drop down, trying not to get tripped up, still knocks your balance off, makes you prone to whatever's happening next. It's instinct.
Oh, there's the
I don't get it. Is Blue Sky like crashed right now?
the Kingdom we know.
Blue Sky is not loading for me.
That lost those championships to the Sons of Texas. We know that has been stuck in their mind.
Whoa, nice. Looking to get back in the
Hey there, Darth. Welcome in.
beautiful.
Good. Yeah, it's been good. It's going all right. First, thankfully, what y'all did not see is that the stream went up and then had to go down because we were having some serious buffering issues, which I'm still trying to figure out if we've gotten figured out or not. Let's move to David's charisma. Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop. Welcome in, El Juggalo. How it goes? Enjoy the. Hey there, No Mercy. Hey, just quickly popping in to say, we've been in the stream before. People.
Has never been hotter.
That's awesome. Glad to hear it. Yes, my one of my close friends actually also has her birthday today.
And this is that cohesion we've seen out of the Kingdom.
Be a coming time, but yes, you enjoy your activities, friend. You have a wonderful evening.
Hey, Caprice, we got to get some investigative journalism here because I know the Kingdom were slated to come back first. Do you think Vincent and the Righteous made it part of their plan to join this match, knowing the Kingdom were in it? I just wonder because the history.
Yeah, I would. First off, loved it. I was having trouble staying awake just because I had already had like a 20-hour day of a bunch of wrestling up until that point. Yeah, Blue Sky is down there. We're going to get it fixed as soon as possible. It's been down about 30. That explains it, because I just went over to Blue Sky to update my notif post, and I realized that the post did not go through at all. So I was like, sweet, I can just make the updated version go out as the first time, and then it wasn't sending at all, and now I couldn't refresh or anything. It's the GCW versus GCW.
Oh, come on, Sterling on the outside.
It was definitely interesting. It was a fun time. The fact that one entrant was like a whole division of a roster for JCW and then GCW.
Well, inside leg hooked. The cover here.
Looking forward to their versus events this upcoming summer.
A man who is
Also looking forward to other JCW.
tag made and in for the first time legally.
Mayflowers is looking like it's gonna be a fun show. Indeed, they eventually spilled out and fought their way out of it, but as usual with the clusterfuck, it stayed chaotic.
Team champions Vincent as the tag is made to Dutch. Vincent, one of the most accomplished six-man champs. Dutch, former six-man champ in his own right. And it's Vincent now choking Bennett. No love lost there. Always felt that there was a tinge of jealousy with Vincent and Mike Bennett.
Oh, really, Juggalo? That's awesome. I personally don't keep up with like Juggalo Championship Wrestling myself. I've only just recently started keeping up with GCW full time, as a result, Jersey Championship Wrestling as well. We're gonna ask cards tonight, like when ROH is a little more concerned. Agreed, because then some matches can have some time to breathe, and the show doesn't have to overstay its welcome as a result. My whole thing is, though, I want to see some things get fleshed out a little bit more long term. I want there to be things that are playing out from the previous episode, you know? But yes, we do have the Lunacy watch parties over on the Discord on weekends sometimes when Hex, one of our mods, is able to host. Nope. Unfortunately, I won't be able to keep up with, just because I have like 6 promotions I keep up with, and that's just for watch. That being said, we probably want to refocus a little bit here onto ROH. Just because I've realized we have gotten real lost in this topic.
Giving the premier athletes the what for, but it's Bennett who needs some inspiration to try and get back to his corner. Delivering shots to the solar plexus.
Who are some of the folks you're into on ROH?
But Nice.
See,
That's smart. Out of desperation.
Thursdays are somewhat of a clusterfuck when night wrestling. Agreed, but just how we normally operate is we try to stay focused on the show that we're doing the watch along for. And, of course, no spoilers for the other ones that we aren't able to keep up with, just because there's other people in the chat who, everyone has their own schedule to get around to things, kind of. I know there's some wrestling I just can't watch live for that very reason, and I'm not able to do the whole watching multiple shows at once thing. More power to anybody who can. It's not for me.
Close to Davari. Makes the tag. Bennett to Taven. It's Davari and Taven. Oh, look at Taven go. Big boot.
Taven with the hot tag. I love seeing that Kingdom still working face, so it doesn't feel like they've kind of just, betrayed one another, but it does feel like there's parting of ways in the Kingdom.
Taven's a thinking man's wrestler. Whatever his mind thinks, he can do it. And instantly being in the ring with him, you never tell his.
Call me out. To be fair, you are one of many.
And springboard. Moonsault. Hooks the leg.
You were just probably the most extreme case I know of it in watching 4 promotions at once.
Even Dutch thought it was over with.
Dutch is still as hard hitting it ever.
Taven has no idea that Vince hits the legal man. Oh, tag made Serpentico.
Very fair, man. It seems like you definitely have your preference for wrestling, and I love that for you, man.
Well, the old lady
Just yeah,
to the outside for a reason.
we have our space carved out for that. Ah,
Up the ladder and how
cool,
it
cool.
goes.
But yeah, what are you thinking of ROH right now?
The hell is the guy to give it all he got 'cause he didn't want to get caught. It's like Vincent did in the face.
And it's Davari now. Sending Serpentico down. Uh-oh. Pop, pop, oh.
Briscoe hit the back of his head hard.
Oh, get it.
Because I have 5 shows going on right now doesn't mean anything.
Yes. Give them the toe. No, the righteous.
That's worth admission itself.
The righteous. Clear the kingdom. Serpentico. Gonna be. Cover. 2. Back up.
Nice. The kick out right into the big boss man slam.
Orange sunshine.
Tell you what, there's no getting up after that.
2.
Lights out.
That's it.
The winners of this match, the team of the premier athletes and the
No way.
Sterling wants to take credit for
The premier athletes are so hype.
Tried to give him some, but look at the stare, the blank stare of the righteous.
Well, Sterling has to be happy, man. How's an
Big
episode on
agree.
the side?
Yeah, ROH definitely has a struggle in finding its own direction right now. I just feel like it still hasn't quite gotten out of afterthought territory when it comes to, the show from week to week, but there's some incredible talent on there that I don't want to just fall off the face of the earth because we don't stand to check them out. And hopefully, it's kind of like a by proxy thing. We're investing our time and effort into ROH as fans in hopes that the product improves upon itself as a result of that interest. Getting wins we love, right? Although I do kind of want to see Dark Order get that win back from Premier Athletes. Well, I think they did, actually. All right, rubber match then.
Sunday, May 20th.
Crowbar, by the way, y'all.
Desert coming your way this May. A return up next.
The AEW is just WCW 2.0 crowd is having a hell of a time right now. But I love this for him.
Well, for a man this wild, a man this deranged, wow, he certainly keeps himself in great shape. Wow. Crowbar, back in
Agree, Juggalo. Yeah, it was weird how they kind of squeezed in that extra episode because it wasn't just the episode 112 that they advertised on Friday, but then it was like Thursday noon, that prelude to spring breakthrough. Got some good attention because people were just really in the mood for wrestling,
but his career has lasted
It was the collective
3
week.
years. He's been in ECW, WCW,
with live throws on throw and doing small venues. You see, the thing is, I don't even think it needs to be live. I think they can stick to being taped. But yes, having its own venue is probably the biggest aspect of it. You know, sure, at this point, AEW audiences who are going to live shows know they're going to get some sort of ROH there, even if they don't watch it. You know, so that they're going to react. They're going to see some people they recognize. They're going to react a little bit more than they did, say, a year or 2 years ago. But it's, if you had more of a set roster with some more consistent stories, that would really just give people a reason to latch onto it beyond that, as opposed to just, well, these are glorified dark matches. A lot of venues got a lot of promotions got the right idea with the smaller venues. Hell, even you look at Dynamite and Collision, they've been going for like the 3,000 seaters instead of the 15,000 seaters, and it's been worth.
Somebody told me I was going to die. I'd grab 2 crowbars.
And if somebody told me I was going to face Lance Archer, I'd probably grab 3. What is, we've seen that.
Are you good, bro?
This is Crowbar's
Bro's doing bump drills? I guess no. Were those the bumps of honor?
I think Lance Archer's going to keep helping Crowbar warm up.
Well, Lance Archer from Texas. Everything is bigger in Texas, including AEW All In.
Yeah, indeed they were, Jugulo.
Wednesday, July 9th. Collision live Thursday, July 10th.
Personally, I'm just glad that the acquisition, though, because that means they're still holding shows at all.
And then the big one.
Imagine an alternate reality where WWE got the rights to ROH instead of AEW. We'd be watching pretty much evolve what it is now, would just be ROH. Hey there, Garter. Doing all right. A little low on energy, admittedly, but hey, so a rough start to the stream. But we ball. Here. How about yourself? Also love ROH just because Justin just spawned out of nowhere. Yes, that's part of the reason why I'm taping alongside Dynamite and Collision, because we kind of like patch these episodes together in very clearly different venues. Yeah, that threw me through a loop. I'm like, okay, so they're moving Supercard to July, so they can move Death Before Dishonor to September, which closes the pay-per-views together, which means maybe we'll get like a February-March pay-per-view for them next year, and ROH will increase its pay-per-view cycle, which will kind of help the product develop better direction. You know, with so much time in between these big events, it's easy to get lost along the way. Yeah, Crowbar is getting handled. Bro might be looking at, I want to say early retirement, but he's been wrestling since WCW. Sheesh. Soft. Is it going back to the ECW arena? Oh, that's what that is. Yo, that's awesome. I knew they were going to Philadelphia. I didn't know they were going to 2300. That's awesome. For real. Yeah, where is Hex? Hope he's doing all right. Oh, Grinder, I thought she hurt. Yeah, no, I'm doing pretty good. Despite a rocky start, we're in it, and we're vibing. I have a feeling Collision will be in Philadelphia as well. Oh, naturally, because that's what they were going to do for for Supercard in Atlantic City. They were going to do Supercard and then Collision, same venue, back to back. So, you can sense that's the pattern. Yeah, I've always loved the big boot stomp down combo. It's like one of the most badass things a super heavyweight can do to me. Well, do in my eyes.
Crowbar still in there, still has a chance.
He still does, and we've seen Crowbar take absolute shellackings, beatings, and come back to live to tell the tale, come back to win. Does he have enough here tonight? It's Archer, corner to...
Avoided, good job. That's like the fastest thing I've ever seen. How does he do that? No, for real.
I don't care how big you are, Riccaboni, that hurts.
Stardom ran the 2300 arena? That's huge.
And the cover. 1, 2.
That's awesome, actually.
Back again. A 1 count. He's making Lance Archer move.
You move too, Rickaby.
Well, Archer.
I agree, Ray. I want to say it's like camera magic, you know.
Oh, wait. Crowbar's going for that crowbar.
But see, Crowbar's trying to get to his crowbar.
Well, that'll get him disqualified if he uses it.
Rinsburg's not going to let that happen.
And he walks right into a choke slam from Archer.
It's always funny when refs selectively just decide
What is Callis doing?
to cheat block.
I don't know. I wonder
Like, there's some referees who just stand back. No, don't do that. He did it. Dunzo. And then there's some referees like Bryce just there. He's like, I will absolutely not, under any circumstances, refuse. Like the referee that'll get out at 9.5 and just drag your ass back in. Like, no, the match ain't anything like that.
And the blackout. Leg hooked. 2. That's it.
Nice. Glad to see 2300 Arena getting some love. Hammerstein's getting a little more love after AEW and GCW in the last 6 months. Hopefully we can see more wrestling there sooner rather than later. Glad to see Lance Archer getting wins as well. I don't see Crowbar sticking around, but still. Just need to see him come back around. And stop playing with your food. By the way, y'all, please do leave a thumbs up if you haven't done so already, especially if you came in top of the stream. If you happen to witness the crash stuff, I think I took care of that, like, a little early. But yes, do make sure you got those thumbs up, bells on. Check out the secondary watch-along channel if you're interested in any GCW, Jersey Championship Wrestling, or New Japan Pro Wrestling watch-alongs, as that's where those take place, for the sake of kind of helping out our notification spam. We had a match tonight so far. So we had a lot of consolidation, right? We had a lot of people say they were like the Kingdom returns, the Righteous return, the Premier Athletes in action. We're all in the same match. And Spanish Announce Project, all in action. They were just all in one match together. I kind of find it funny because I think those graphics were announced, well, were advertised before the matches actually were filmed, which is normally not the case. Running shows in Hammerstein for the U.S. tour this year? Yo, let's go. I love to see that. I'd love to see that. And then we just had Lance Archer versus Crowbar as well, Garnder. Garnder, are you able to watch the show? Or like of your own accord? Because if not, we got you.
It's reasons like this why they call me the prodigy. It's reasons like this why I'm the future of professional wrestling. Ring of Honor just became Wayne's World, and you're all just living in it.
He's got such a good promo voice. Yes, Red Velvet improving ground action. That's right.
Look forward to see what he can do with the title and in the Best of Super Juniors. Now we go to the women's side of the television.
Oh, that'd be awesome if TTT. I can't with that.
Ground match, set for one fall with a 10-minute time limit. Approaching the ring, wrestling from straight out of your mama's kitchen, she is the Ring of Honor Women's World Television Champion, Red Velvet.
Yep, I gotta visit my mama, Mo.
Wow. Let's go back to Bobby Cruz.
That's a wild thing to say, given the circumstances. In isolation, though, not so much. Ashley.
Congratulations, Ashley Fox, on her marriage this past weekend.
I love TDD.
And what a honeymoon this would be to get the winner's share of the purse in a proving ground bout against the world television champion Red Velvet.
Absolutely.
Saw her over the collective.
New hairdo, new hair color.
I saw that.
That's one way to catch him.
Honestly, both matches we've had thus far were decent. Even though Crowbar is very clearly, you know, like wrapping it up with his career.
And this change
2 times.
this started that final battle, Caprice. I think all of our fans remember back at. Oh, look at that! Ashley Fox, no strands. That final battle when she held on to the championship, but also showed maybe her true colors.
Ooh, that's not
What's
bad.
this, too?
Red Velvet needs to understand that nobody is safe in the proving grounds. We've seen that before.
Well, La Catalina already has that title shot in hand. If Ashley Vox can last 10 minutes or defeat Red Velvet, she will get a shot of her own. Red Velvet has
Oh, DDT being at Hammerstein for SummerSlam?
Slam Mexico comes your way live Wednesday, June
That'd be dope.
18th. Tickets are available. Oh, April 26th.
That's gonna be such a wonderful show.
Look at that. Ashley Vox fighting out to be AEW's first.
Agreed, Rhea. It's been a while since it's happened. I think it's time we do it again. Like,
Absolutely.
and I don't want to hear nobody be like, "Well, we just had this with Action Andrade." If it, so what? It's pro wrestling. It happens. Go look at any other combat sport. It is not the most unheard of thing in the world for a relative newcomer or up and comer or no name to take out or just get a fluke win over an established fighter. We're talking about TJPW. Gotcha.
With multiple Olympic boxers in her family.
Okay, gotcha.
Look, oh, come on.
But she was born with hands.
Well, we certainly all were, but hers come with
No, we're.
some extra oomph.
I love- oh my gosh, the sarcasm.
When you say you born with hands,
Well, we all were. But I get your point, kind of thing. Like,
Uninvited Caprice. Look at this. Red
that's
Velvet.
okay. You still invited to the cookout.
I appreciate that. I got
tell me the return.
I'm willing to learn.
Return? Kid Bandit was in AEW literally ever?
That's why. Just don't bring any potato salad.
What?
Hey, look at this.
How come I don't remember this?
Clock takeover. And Fox charging in.
'Cause there's not anything AEW I haven't ever seen.
That's what you were talking about.
These fists, man. Absolutely, man. And on the right side of your body, Ricky Body, is where your liver is. Those punches are intentional.
Oh my god, that's right. Kid Bandit did appear on Dark. Again, that's right.
But in all seriousness, you know it when you
She had such a different look then. It was pre. Yep. No, you're right. She did pre-transition. The different look, the big, wild, colorful hair. Yeah. Well, she's kind of always had big, wild, colorful hair, but like puffy, like yeah.
breaking before
But still within the rules, man. You got 5 seconds. And you already know that Red Velvet's going to stretch it out as much as she can. Stretch the rules. Stretch the
Reportedly, who
competition.
reported that?
Back elbow, now a boot from Vox. Staggers Red Velvet, second rope on the inside. It's Vox with an opportunity to earn a shot.
Rocks with the missile drop kick. Hell yeah.
World Television Championship. If she can get the pin or go the distance. Ducks the clothesline off the ropes.
Second rope drop kick, big wrist
Nice with the Psycho knee.
knee right there out of nowhere. Box is feeling it.
Oh, she's got that hook out. She's a real catch. And looking for the official. Whoa. Swing and a miss. And Vox a half step ahead right now. Headbutt.
That headbutt.
Gave up her own skull to rattle the champion.
Huh?
Oh, got it. Got
The
the
hook's
hook.
in. Hook's in.
Velvet is hooked.
Is that not cheating?
Impressive. But,
Whoa. Spun around into the
shows you how
clothesline.
impressed she is with even the champion is looking out.
Struggle to get her turned over though. Not the best leverage.
We're over
She
halfway
shows like a
through
flail out.
time limit. Vox has to make a choice here to Caprice. Does she keep her feet on the gas? Or does she try and stretch this thing out? It looks like she's in a position to win.
I think she keeps doing what she's doing. And the fisherman, look.
Looks like she's going for a bishop. Yeah.
Tries again.
Velvet.
Wow. That might be a straight knockout.
Really? That's super dope.
Velvet gets
And
the
3.
win.
Damn. Just got her like that. Red Velvet's so intense.
Well, you talk about throwing hands. It only took one. Oh, come on. Disrespectful. And Gina hands that championship over and just barking to Gina to get out.
What was her name?
She wants the ring for herself standing tall.
Well, okay.
Oh, wait.
Ha that's right. Her next challenger.
Oh! The number 1 contender for the Ring of Honor Women's World Television Championship is here.
Why is it?
Make that presence known, Catalina.
And last
Permission action. That's super dope.
defeated Taya
That's the way of the Blade podcast. The big collab. Yo, that's so cool. And for such a good purpose as well. I also missed that. To be fair, I'm not keeping an. I'm subscribed to Fightful Select, but I'm not keeping an eye on it as much lately because every now and then I'd get hit with a spoiler I wasn't looking for. So I kind of try to keep my distance until I feel the need to go look for something, but still supporting him. The pink bangs are such a unique but good look. I just turned heel. What a shirt.
Listen up, Ring of Honor, because I have some exciting news.
Let's go.
I'm officially declaring for the Ring of Honor Women's Pure Championship Tournament.
Let's go.
It's time that
Layla Gray has really won me over in the last couple of months.
Go ahead and underestimate me, but don't get it twisted. You see, a tournament means opportunity.
The perfect opportunity.
Yes! I was so concerned. She was on the Fritz with AEW ROH.
Because when you think Ring of Honor and women's wrestling, you think
Go. Yes, Frat House is still a team, Eric. In fact, they just did this fun bit on last week's episode.
that has done what I have done. Pure class, pure perfection, pure style. I mean, I just knew this championship was made for me. And when you think of pure, you think of Taya. And I am the epitome of a rule follower. I'm gonna play off a good girl and take myself all the way till the end.
Yo, Mad Dog Connolly is her name.
In this too. How amazing would it be? A pure vendetta final. Sounds perfectly delicious. Taya, listen to me carefully. The best pure women's wrestler will win. And I think we all know who that is.
Oh. Okay.
All declaring for the Women's Pure Championship Tournament. And this Saturday, Playapalooza. Bandito defends his Ring of Honor World Championship against Trilistico. It's main event time here in Ring of
It's main event time. 35 minutes in.
This is an 8-man tag team match set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Team number one with a combined weight of 928 pounds. The Infantry.
I guess, yeah, main events, y'all. Do make sure you got those thumbs up, bells on. Do check out the post I'm going to link to y'all here in the chat. It's going to let you know everything we're doing in terms of watch-alongs and watch parties for the rest of the week. I hear that, Hero Mask. I hear that so loud. I, too, have very much come to appreciate Tony Khan and really AEW as a whole that much more. Who never got his rematch. I'm so salty because he looked like, in hindsight, man, he gave Jericho a rematch for the title for no good reason. Only to get punked out and have his title stolen from him.
Mark Briscoe, you know, the last time he was in an 8-man tag with Priest, he walked out $100,000 richer.
That's right. He diversified his portfolio.
Last night on Dynamite, what a victory, what a match.
I love that.
Mark Briscoe, the former Ring of Honor World Champion, and Ricochet, Mark able to pull out the victory. Mark Briscoe here tonight, though, teaming with three gentlemen that have pulled quite the cohesive six-man unit. There's Darius Martin, Dante in the ring, AR Fox recently on AEW.
Top flight landed in Sandy Fort and picked the Fox up.
You and I both have been there, Caprice. There's no airports there, and it's beautiful because of it.
They don't fly you into Salisbury, Ricky Bobby?
I love that we're bookended by 8-man tags.
And what a main event we have in store here tonight. Shane Taylor normally sends out one of the infantry in matches like this, but he wants the former champ. He wants the former world champ.
That's Jericho. Bet you best believe we'll probably do a watch along for it. No worries, Rhea. You're all good.
Taylor says it's like that. These two men have had their careers in Ring of Honor intertwined, even briefly alive at one point in 2019, but it's Taylor and Briscoe now in our main event, throwing forearms left and right.
I remember like 9 months ago when Shane Taylor called out Mark Briscoe. It was over the world title, but here we are. We're finally getting that fight. Well, yeah, Juggalo, but the point of a watch-along isn't for people to watch the show with me because they can't watch it on their own. The point of the watch-along is to watch wrestling with others in real time. I mean, that just means I won't have to use go position to sidecast it for anybody who may need it.
What STP's been doing. Tagging Tiger Style in changed the whole pace of the match. Tag made to Carly Bravo. You can get the latest STP.
Nice, caught himself on the rope.
And shopaew.com as AR Fox sweeps the leg. Enlightening interview on AEW as AR Fox.
Remember him teaming with David Flair and Dowdy during the night? Yep. Bro's been around a minute. Yeah, he just came around and had a match with Lance Archer a little earlier. Serviceable match at that. Yo! Some of the most innovative offense consistently from this man. Oh, that was a landing. And he just right back up like nothing. Dude is epic. ROH card tonight for match? Nah, no Beast Mortos tonight. Now I think about it, I don't think he's on the collision card either.
Knees to the back. And even in there as of late, tag made.
Carly Bravo brings Fox right into the...
To Sean Dean. Uh-oh. And those matches, including the ones against guys like Knight and Will Ospreay, cover 1, 2, they were one-on-one Caprice.
Very fair take. Very fair take right there.
Absolutely. In that Infantry, you see the way that Sean got in the way of Top Flight, cutting the ring off, making it impossible for AR Fox to tag, bringing him right back into the corner. This is a unit right here. Shane Taylor's promotion like a pack of wolves. There's a pack of wolves on the Fox wicker body.
Like an army tag made. And Bravo back in, and Fox is just swinging. I don't blame him. He's just trying to hit anything he can to get out
Fox
of the
getting
corner.
bullied in that corner.
Oh! Goodness, Carly Bravo. Tell you what, Carly Bravo's a different breed, man.
Certainly is. Oh, goodness. Knee to the midsection there.
Carly Bravo's good, and he knows it. Watch his cover.
And holding Fox in place. I love the placement of that chin lock, Caprice. Anytime Fox moves, he's got that point of the wrist and the forearm right up in there.
Yeah, no. Admittedly, a snug headlock.
Bravo making it hard for AR Fox to move. Fox got 2 shots in. Bravo hit on the back, trying to neutralize Fox.
Fox needs to fight back.
Wrist control, kick to the stomach, pulls again. Fox trying to stretch, toe close.
You're way too far away, man.
Forearm to the jaw.
And again, it's Bravo. Front face
Got him
lock.
that time.
Oh, no. Whoa! Spinning suplex.
Nice.
Can he reorient himself? Can he find his corner? The outstretched arms of Dante. There is
Bravo's
Martin.
grabbing that ankle, man.
Bro, stop trying to fight it. Yeah, tag out.
Look at this. Martin with a shot on Sean Dean.
Straight uppercuts.
And Sean Dean caught. Inverted atomic drop. It's Darius Martin.
Nice.
Oh! Wow! Oh, but Tiger style. Grabbing the ankle.
So, Juggalo, are you currently watching ROH? It's based on your previous message. It seems like I'm wondering if this is a case of you just coming in to chat with some wrestling fans, or if you were like looking for the actual watch along experience.
Absolutely brilliant tag. A Uranagi. Oh, big splash.
Nice splash. Just chatting with some fans. Fair.
I didn't even know Shane Taylor was the legal man, but they.
The shit talk in the middle of the match is some of the best stuff from Carly.
Did you see the look? You see the look in Darius' eyes? His whole
Juggalo, Crowbar already wrestled. That's why I was asking. That was another reason that led me to ask, because I suspect we were talking about it and stuff during the Lance Archer with the Lance Archer and such. If you're also not able to watch along, do join the Discord. We sidecast everything we watch along to in the go position. Whether it's commercial-free Dynamite Collision, whether it's ROH streamed, whether it's AEW pay-per-views. The only caveat, of course, it's for YouTube chat, not just for people to kind of go in and quietly watch on their own. Because, again, watch-along experience.
And another one takes down the pure champion Lee Moriarty. Into the ropes. Oh, look at this.
Nice. The evasion every single time from Dante. That's so smooth from one side of the buckle to the other. It's like a moonsault knee drop. Except to a standing opponent. Like, he just grazed his head with the knee and landed on his feet. The trust tope.
Right
senton, nice.
Just a 2 count. Wow. Top flight, Mark Briscoe, AR Fox on a roll right now. Oh, we saw this last week. That's how Dante got the victory. Wow. Cover. Inside wheelbarrow.
Martin's on fire. Wait, I'm confused. So you are watching the show? But yes, he's been going nuts. He's got a hell of a hot tag, but now tag. Yo, the nice drop down there. Well, not really drop down, but like drop step. Fighting off both members of the infantry. Nice.
We're back where we started. Ducking those hands. Taste it. Redneck Kung Fu. Taste the Shane's own medicine there.
Wait, was that? Not exactly, no. I don't think so. Yo, the low pay. Everybody's diving on everybody. Oh, Carly. Oh, no. Drilla. Boy. Excellent. Excellent finishing sequence. Fun action on tonight's ROH. Looking forward to this upcoming Women's Pure Rules tournament. Y'all know I'm a Tekker sicko. Also loving how much of the tag division here at ROH has been featured. I just want to see it go places next. But yes, y'all, that was it for ROH on Honor Club this week, y'all. Thank you so much. Do leave a thumbs up if you haven't. Make sure that bell's always on for notifications. Next time we're going live. Tomorrow is for the All Elite Rewind. Y'all, we're going back to pre-pandemic Dynamite. We're currently on the second Dynamite of 2020. It is the Dynamite Anniversary Edition. Of course, we'll be watching the episode of Dark prior to that. It's a short one this week. It'll only be like a 32-minute one. And, of course, that's available for everybody free on YouTube. But if you're looking to watch along the commercial-free Dynamite experience in that instance, sidecasted as always on the Discord. Honestly, there's a lot of ROH talent that is rarely featured on not only ROH but AEW. Look at Willie Mack, for example. To be fair, Willie Mack works a lot of places. Signed as, but mostly known as a JCW wrestler. Yes, exactly. He works JCW, GCW. He was working quite a bit during the collective, and that's the thing, you know, when it's one leads to the other. AEW doesn't use talent, so they hit the indies. Or talent hits the indies a lot, so AEW tends to not use them because they don't want to invest in someone who might all of a sudden end up injured. But yeah, and that's enough of that chatter again. Do stop by for the All Elite Rewind. It's a fun concept to ride through the Friday nights. Otherwise, over on the secondary channel, WM Plus will be doing a live watch along for New Japan Wrestling Red Zone, going live 4 a.m. Eastern Saturday morning. So those night owls, if y'all can join me on that, that'd be so awesome. But then, of course, Collision Playoff Palooza, whenever that happens, we'll be there live for it as well. Thank you so much to everybody who hangs out, supports us. Do take care. Have a wonderful evening. And happy wrestling.